Leaving prayer pamphlets instead of a tip isn't sharing, it's being a piece of shit. Yes, agreed. 100%. So, a lot of you probably don't know this about me, but I spent a large chunk of my adulthood waiting tables and bartending in various places. And I always say, if you want to get to know the worst of humanity, work in the service industry. And everybody who's ever waited tables can vouch for me on this one. If you have ever waited tables after church service on Sundays, you get the worst people ever. It's like these people just got out of church and they think it's an etch-a-sketch for their sins or their bad behavior, and they just like shook it all off, and now they're gonna go back out into the world and just be the worst versions of themselves until they go to church next to get it forgiven again or something. And sometimes these good Christians will come into the restaurant and tip with one of these type of things. It's usually a fake 10 or 20, and I've even seen a $100 bill before, and you open up your binder and it looks real. And you're thinking, oh, cool, they tipped. But when you unfold the cash to put it away, you realize that it's fake money, and it says, disappointed? You won't be if you accept Jesus into your life, or something along those lines. And I just want to say to these people, if Jesus was real, I'm pretty sure he would think you're an asshole for doing stuff like this. It kind of makes me want to go to their church and drop this in their collection plate and see how they like it. But I'm not going to go to their church. Who are we kidding? I've also been in situations where I brought people's food to the table and then they want me to join them in their prayer before they eat. And you feel like you almost have to, or else you're going to get a bad tip. So when Christians say that they're just trying to share their faith with me, I'm always going to call bullshit on that one. Because if they're really trying to share their faith with me, the best way they can do it is by being the best human being they can possibly be. In which case, I will see them and be like, wow, I would really like to emulate that person. But instead of trying to be a good person, they try to be the absolute worst person and then try and inspire us with threats of hell. They didn't share their gospel, they stiffed their server and then walked right out of the building with a smug, self-righteous attitude. That's why a lot of people are leaving Christianity. It's not because they hate God, it's because they know Christians. If their beliefs don't make them kinder or more respectful or more generous, then their beliefs are absolute shit. And to all you not all Christians out there, don't be mad because we're calling out Christians. Be mad that there's people out there who earned this. It's funny how they go from love thy neighbor to leaving a fake tip and then wondering why we talk shit about them.